And welcome back to another Doobs video. Doobs does YouTube. I've had one mess up since the last video I put out. All right, so getting into the game, got Threaten the Core. We'll see if we can manage to pull that off turn one. It looks like we just might. Yeah, so we're playing Joke again. And him and I talked a little bit after our last game. We'll see if that affects anything that he does here. It looks like we're going to get to score our Threaten the Core turn one, which is nice. Play in Ord. Yeah, I really think here, just looking from the Empire, I really like deploying in Solist. I think it's really strong. I think if you do the Death Star in Coruscant, and then a standard fleet of a AC and SD in Seleucami and ROTE, and then in Solist is probably the best start as far as just getting to the systems you need to get to. He's really strong up here in ROTE, but yeah, we're going to the risk is if he does hunt them down turn one, but willing to take that risk in order to not put my Corvette at risk. Corvette is super useful in the base. We'll see if he has Mahdi. If he has Mahdi, I'm less likely. Let's see, he's doing base. Okay. We have ROTE, so beautiful. Temporary Alliance is especially good because I didn't deploy any units in Utapau. And if he puts Vader on a mission, we can always false order it to prevent the hunt them down as well. So what are we thinking? He's going to move the assault carrier to Mon Cal, the Death Star to Kashyyyk, Star Destroyer to Bothawi. I think once again he's got kind of this one Corellia fleet in order to cover both Dantooine and Ilum and Hoth and Endor. He's got base deck. So no deployment to check remotes. I think the Death Star is probably going to end up making its way to Dantooine. So let's actually go with Hoth, and maybe we can use our initial deployment to draw his fleets toward Ord, and then be set with that's how our last game started. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna false order whatever he does. Now the trick is, the problem is if he does two missions. I'm not worried about this. Is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put Dodonna in Utapau, and then use our infiltrate with Leia to either set up for a sabotage in Corellia, or to prevent something like propaganda. Okay, 2 missions. So this is kind of how I'm thinking about it. He got base deck. There's only one Tarkin mission that I'm really sad to see, and the one Tarkin mission is his. Now, Palps could be on several. He could be on trade negotiations, he could be on display, he could be on propaganda. So odds-wise, Palps is on the worst mission. So do that. Great. Okay. I took decisive. Okay. Um, yeah. I think we just gotta risk it. Risk the Tarkin mission. Okay. Could be a rule by fear. Just in case it's a rule by fear, I'll sabotage Corellia. Okay, good. So no Tarkin mission. I see. Okay, it's not the end of the world. And we get threat in the core. At the very least, he doesn't get to choose between projects. Okay. Let's see. Not my favorite choices. We'll go with Akbar here. Akbar is really good on behind enemy lines. And I think as far as missions, I could just put Akbar on rapid, and that will be fine. Now, I see a lot with Rebel players that when they have situations like this, they they'll like just start dropping units in other systems, and I'm not a big fan of that. I'll put a guy there just in case he has display of power or turns off loyalty there, then I could get loyalty back easily. Um, but I really am not a big fan of just spreading your units out across the map. Just save them for the base and don't waste them needlessly in other systems. Um, it's never worth it. Okay. Gerard could be proceeding as planned. Um, I think if we'll see what I infiltrate into, but it's possible I might just retreat these units here. Um, I like it. I like it. He's waiting for me to finish. So it's looking like Palpatine was on Rule by Fear last turn. Um, Okay. So we'll infiltrate here. Regional. With the road deck, I'm just one good mission away from scoring regional. Okay. Very well. Rapid. Yeah, based on that rapid, so I'm not getting no crippling blow. If I had crippling blow, I might keep those units out on the map. Um, he has no assault carrier. I actually want to block this. Um, Ooh, job helps. No assault carrier, so what that means is I can get okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna build alliance at Megiddo. And force him to one of two things. Either he's gonna have to move to Alderaan from Corellia and to Mandalore. Yeah. And so now we're defending the base pretty well here. I like this a lot. And we will sabotage Sulukamai. Just trying to get one that'll stick. He might be on another R&D. Yeah. He didn't get what he wanted last time. And now he needs to move the Death Star to Mandalore, or I get Megiddo next turn. Yeah. So we're doing a good job keeping him away from Hoth while things come together. Very well, very well. And I'll leave one unit there. Let me count actually. How many units? Don't want to make his life too easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll take. I don't want to give him any retreat shenanigans by leaving 2 troopers there. Okay. Now just need some missions. There we go. There we go. Brutal. Okay. This is another rare instance where I don't mind taking Luke, because with Luke, I can put him and Dodonna on Plan the Assault. And I have a lot of blue missions in general. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nowhere to fork an assault carrier, so I'll just drop that at the base. And then hopefully get Death Star plans right here. He has base, okay. Might need to block gather intel. Hmm. Protect Luke by doing Dodonna first. And we're flying a little close to the sun here. We've given him maybe another R&D. Could be construct factory. Not really sure. I'm sort of wondering, do I go to score regional this turn by getting Bespin and Mustafar? I'm sure he's going to rule by fear or something so he can move to Megiddo, and if I try to go for Ord, he can stop my regional there. That's going to be a little bit tougher for him. But maybe we'll wait it out. Maybe we'll see what we can do. So let's go infiltrate there. See if we can get Death Star plans. Okay, no Death Star plans. He's attacking. Bringing Vader. I don't know if he's setting up. He might be setting up to rule by fear in Utapau. I would like for him to leave Vader back just because there's so many good things that Vader can block. And I mean, even if he comes in with Jurjerod. Okay. No sense in wasting a good card there. A lot of times I'll see people, rebels, use things like take it down. There's no reason to. He's probably going to roll a heal with Vader and 3 red dice, etc., etc. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Do Mustafar here. And then I'll recon that back. And we're good in an X-Wing. But yeah, no need to spend these good cards. I've never been in a fight and said, I wish I have take cover. But I have been in a fight trying to score an objective, something like that, and said to myself, yeah, I'll block that. Or try to. It probably won't work, but he's probably going to follow it up with Tarkin rule by fear. And then do an R&D. So he's going to get all the ships, all the ships. So we got to play fast. We got to score objectives fast. Oh yeah, way there. That was the one that mattered too. So, okie dokie. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to sabotage Bothawi and stop him from getting more shield bunkers. Oh, goodness. I think that was right. Stop him from getting more shield bunkers because we are trying to play fast just with how many ships he's going to build. I mean, look at this build queue. 3-star destroyers, an assault carrier, and you know, he might even try to block this. So maybe what we have to do is just score as quick as possible. Get to Heart of the Empire, get to Death Star plans, get to Uprising, and just get lucky. So he is next turn he'll probably move to Dago, but he is several turns away from Hoth, so we'll have some time, a little bit of time. One thing we do have to watch out for though now is plans. Nope. Gerard shooting sideways. Ooh, goodness. Yeah, that's smart. That's smart, for sure. Yeah. Okay. Uh, regional. So we're scoring at a good clip. We just need to keep it going and protect Luke. Well, that's one way. Ooh. That's one way to protect Luke. The problem is, how do we have one more turn to try and get the Death Star because we'll subvert this turn. Um, but I'm sort of all in now on getting stopping him from securing the plans and then getting that Death Star. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Here is what we're gonna do. Gonna beef up our ground. Ground right now is my best chance to win, it's looking like. Gonna get another Nabulon because he has Jurjerod. And so I'm gonna have to bring 2 Nebulons when I attack the Death Star. Uh, okay. All right, a lot of shield bunkers to get through. Now I don't want to deploy too many units out on the map. Like I don't want to do a Mon Cal and a Nebulon, A, because he has Soon Tier, but because also because interesting. I don't want to give him spots to gather intel um, easily. And if you put units out on the map that you're planning on retreating, a lot of times those end up being good spots for the Empire to gather intel on. Because if you block it, then those units are stuck. Mm. Hmm. I'm going to open up probably an attack Ryloth want to draw his attention that way. But I don't want to do that with Luke because then Luke is very easily captured. So who do we do that with? And we're trying to subvert the gather intel. I'm okay with Leia getting captured. I would like Dodonna to not get captured. So what do? We do something like this. And we attack with Riken. So trying to slow down his exploration a little. Was trying to get him to deploy a Star Destroyer there in Geo. He's doing a red damage. Okay. Aha. So I need to start sabotaging on this Death Star. So, okay. Could be a lure. Am I okay with Riken getting lured? Yeah, I'm okay with it. Okay, so this is what we'll do. I think we just sabotage the system. What are the chances he has another construct factory? And then if he moves and he drops another shield bunker, we try and sabotage there, or we just try and get Maydeen. With ambush. Right. Infiltrate. Not good. The Death Star is. I don't want to take Rebel Cell because I need to score all of these objectives. And Rebel Cell, I think I can score these. And so Rebel Cell is good if you can't score. But I think I can score. In fact, I'm probably going to score decisive victory next turn when he moves to Hoth. Or at 2 turns. And Rebel Cell is good if you have hard to score objectives, but it also costs you an objective. So we're trying to get ground. We're trying to defend the ground because he has such space supremacy. So where do we go to do that? Probably Cato. Force him to move to Cato. Get some more speeders. There's the gather intel, and we will subvert that. Really don't want him to get probes when I have ROTE. Because I have no plant false leads. All right, we'll try to get somewhere where we can force him to move, continue to move away from our base. Okay. See if Riken can stop another one. Rapid. Interesting. Interesting. He's R&Ding a lot. I wonder what his projects are. Might be getting out an interdictor. It'll be interesting to see if he moves the Death Star. Okay. Okay. Let's see what this rapid holds. There's Ilum. There's Ryloth. Not bad. Felucia's not bad. Felucia could be a good place to move to later in the game. Don't like seeing Ilum, considering he just moved there. Okay. Not the worst. Hmm. Nice. And there we go. That's what we were looking for. One thing that could even happen with the Maydeen play is it can force him to Ozzel away from Maydeen. We have Liberation. Can we score that? No, but we can set up to start scoring it. Do something like this. And then he has... So maybe we do something like this. And what we're also doing here is I want to be putting ground in the base. I'm fine with space as it is. This space is just to kill the Death Star. Um, I mainly want to get ground in the base. So, and I'm also trying to draw out Soontir, because Soontir can cause problems for me late game. Ah, Krennic. So we could see this could be a secure the plants situation. Hmm. Hmm. Is there going to be any good place to assault? Do I want to recon? Great questions. Where did he put that other shield bunker? I expect he'll be moving to Bespin this turn. He put it in Ilum. Okay, so he's setting himself up where if I go for the Death Star, he can Ozzel the Death Star away. Hmm. Maybe I do something like this. Did I attack with Wedge? I'm okay with Wedge getting captured more than Luke. Maybe I do something like this. I really want a rapid because I want to get a better feel for what's left in the probe deck. I'm not feeling super secure. Okay. Just trying to be patient. All right, we can see some of his projects. You got an oversee. He could build a second Death Star. You never know. Hunt them down or capture. Yeah, so we're going to, goodness gracious. We're going to keep trying to keep him in the dark here. Probably use his TIE Fighter card. If he doesn't, we might be able to retreat. Okay. All right. Just gotta hope he doesn't heal. Ooh, he barely got it. That would have been nice if I could have gotten a retreat off. But this Ryloth, we know he doesn't have Ryloth, and so it benefits us to keep trying to block it. I'm perfectly fine with that. Perfectly fine. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 units in the base. That gives him 4 probes. So we don't want to base defenses until he gathers intel. Mm-hmm. This is where not taking OB is just try and get heist. I really want to watch out for the capture because I'm trying to score. Trying to score no one left behind. That's probably a capture. But also, um, I wanted to wrap it as soon as I could because if he does move to Hoth from Mustafar, I don't want to have to send Leia or Maydeen. They're not very good in space. And then I lose the ability to block something. So let's infiltrate on Wedge to protect Dodonna. And now we're going to probably pass on this Death Star plan. Ooh. Ooh. That might be the trick. That might be the trick. Show no fear in order to score a ton of points. Okay. That ever another R&D? Does he dare R&D again? Time will tell. No, I just want to protect these guys. That's all I'm hoping to do. If he R&Ds it off, that's fine. It would be nice to stop him from getting another AT-AT though, since I'm going kind of heavy on ground here. The good news is if I get a good rapid, huh, yeah, it's fine. The good news here is if I get a good rapid, next turn I can just let him start drawing probes. 2, yeah, 2, 2. I can let him start drawing probes, knowing that I have good probes on the bottom of the deck. Um, hmm. Could be collect bounty. collect bounty, but let's see, he's discarded 5, 6, 7. Sometimes I think about how many missions that aren't starting missions that I've seen from the Empire, and then kind of use that to calculate odds. So if I see 7 non-starting missions, and we've drawn 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, that means there's only 3 left. So what are the chances he's on collect bounty? It's pretty low. Yeah, he's playing around support of the huts. And I don't have any loyalty objectives at the moment. Oh, goodness. Interesting. I would love to kill somebody here, especially Ozzel. Okay, makes a little bit more sense. Mustafar looking ripe to score liberation in. This is what we're going to do now. This will defend a little bit better versus collect bounty if he does have it. Interesting. So many R&Ds. Hmm. So where am I weakest against capture? I'm only in 2 systems. Weakest here. I think this was a good chance. Luke, okay. I think this was a good chance for him to gather intel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Three. Okay. And nozzle. Yeah, this is shaping up to be an interesting game, especially once I drop this um, show no fear target marker. Now, the thing is he's about to deploy all of his Star Destroyers. And so if he's deploying them in Geo, that's all good for me because at the end of next turn, I'm going to show him where my base is with my target marker. Um, Sometimes I think about when I'm revealing the base, is it right after he's deployed all of his stuff on queue? And if so, I'm more likely to attack out. Oh my goodness gracious. He might just have killer probes. He might just have killer probes. Okay, Kashyyyk, Megiddo. Oof, that's gracious. Um, Time will tell. We're scoring at a good clip. 2. So we'll see what happens. Um, okay. And then another U-Wing, another X-Wing. our base is starting to look pretty crazy. It's getting to the point where we might not even care if he knows where we are anymore. But it'll be interesting to see where he deploys. I'm hoping he just drops 2 Star Destroyers in Geo. Um, hmm. We have Maydeen, so one of these ATSTs is toast. And then we just need a good infiltrate with Plan the Assault. We can we'll do one more rapid and try and find something good. I might just recon base defenses here and just really beef up my ground. Okie dokie. And now we are sort of free to use all of our cards defending the base. And I don't know if he has Kessler now Hutta, so I don't want to bluff too much at those. And I want, if possible, to put these 2 vanguards in the base next turn. Okay. Let's see. I might keep Wedge back to do an attack. Um, want to score Liberation. Let's see. I know 8, so there's 7 probes. I don't know. So we'll give it one more go. To rapid and try and find a good system. Oh goodness. He's just, I don't know if I've ever seen that. He's destroying Star Destroyers to get more on the queue. Yeah, Joke does a really good job controlling the loyalty of these blue squares. That's definitely one of his strengths. For action cards, he has Jurjerod, Ozzel, and Soontir. Very good ones. Very good ones. Go with 1 Star Destroyer. Okay, not ideal. Yeah, might be keeping Wedge back. Would really like to deploy in the base one more time. That's what I'm thinking about. I really want to deploy in the base one more time. So what does that mean? So I want to get those two vanguards in there. Look at this. Look at this mess. But I also really need to sabotage because I don't want those guys anywhere near my base. So maybe I give up on the rapid. Maybe I give up on the rapid. Hmm. So what I'm thinking is if I Dean, if I Dean Mustafar, then I can attack Bespin, force him to retreat to either Mustafar or Solist. And then I can get another deploy into the base. And if I attack out, then I'm not as... I'm making it a little bit harder on myself to score objectives is the thing. If he attacks, maybe that's what I do. Maybe that's what I do. Maybe I Dean this. That's what I do. Okay, this is what we're thinking. We Dean the AT-AT. And then we attack out with Wedge to score Liberation. I think that's what we do. And then we let him go to Hoth and we score Decisive. And Dean is good there because now we can start pulling off some some sabos. Okay. Just in case he doesn't have Endor, we're going to attack Bespin. Just in case he doesn't have Endor, we're going to attack Bespin. So what do we bring? I don't like bringing my fighters because they're easily killed. I think that should be enough. Actually, yeah, because he'll just take out my Vanguard with his tie card. Unless I cancel. That might be the play. And with this play, I can just be a nuisance. Okay, he's bringing Jurgerod. Maybe I do just cancel, regardless. Yeah, I'll cancel because he's retreating even if I don't. Goodness gracious. Four, then 5, 6. Right, that went well. No, yeah, reroll the red. Try and get my Corvette. Or even my transport. Okay. Uh, don't have my retreat card. Gotta be careful because of Ozzel. So I don't want to leave units outside the base. Okay. Ooh, we got it. Look at that. Oh, I should have re-rolled the. I didn't realize he did that. It's Liberation. I'm not too worried about a few things. I'm not too worried about keeping Bespin open. Just because of the way things are going, I think I should be okay. We'll see if he wants to. And I can always attack out and then just safe haven a bunch of stuff. Hmm. Not quite. I mean, he surely has lasers, right? Does he ever use them? I have planned the assault. I have safe haven. I have ways of getting this established outpost out. But we're looking now like he might not even. We're looking now like he might not even step on my base this turn. He might not want to. I mean, it's risky because he only has Vader left. So my guess would be that he's just going to block the sabotage. That'd be my guess. Now he only gets 3 probes with gather intel. Okay. Uh, I think we rule by fear here. Roll. We're setting up to sabotage here and have him block it with Vader. Because then we want to contingency plan and sabotage Mustafar, which is where we really want the sabotage to stick. It's all right. Because again, I have no loyalty missions. So this is what we do. Now we sabotage Solist. Did you try to block? Okay. I don't know what he means by that. Uh, sorry. Okay. So he does such a good job of getting production. Um, yeah, he doesn't even have any to pull off the map. Okay. Da, 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 da. What are the chances? No, very slim. Big base defense is back. We're just hunkering down. We're just interesting. It's interesting that he really didn't run many gather intels. Pass. Oh, okay, so he'll block. And here's the question. Here's crazy. So we're playing Show No Fear. And the next turn, we're probably going to score decisive victory. So what I'm thinking here is I'm actually going, I can score decisive victory in Mustafar. And if he can't put anything on it, so watch this. This is going to be crazy. I'm going to 1 in a million. I think that is the easiest way to just close this out really, really tight. See what this rapid is. He doesn't have Endor, and he didn't have Kessel either. So right now, he's not sure if it's Endor. But this is actually good because now I can always, if he goes all in on Hoth, I have Endor in my back pocket. Um, so yeah, so if he'll probably soon tier my fleet, or he might not, I don't know. But regardless of what he does, I'll try and score decisive on Mustafar, and then I'll get my last point with Show No Fear, which is an automatic score. That's going right there. And because I have units here, there's no retreat shenanigans, there's no Death Star shenanigans. It's just going to be super clean. Yeah, he was asking about Show No Fear. So it's not an immediate. So I drew it last turn. I haven't drawn my objective yet for this turn. So you have to have it in your hand for a whole turn, then play it. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's right. God. Yeah, so I even confused myself. So yeah, so you draw it, then you hold it in your hand for that whole turn. Then you play it, and then you don't start scoring until the next turn. So it's very slow to get going. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So now I'll draw. Beautiful. Beautiful. So that behind enemy lines will help me score establish outposts. So even if he has carbon, um, I'm going to be able to get all of these things off. We're just going to bolster up the ground. That for the behind enemy lines. And then we'll do this just to dissuade him. Maybe I'll keep some ground troops there, which will help me score this raid outpost. So the trick here is don't get lured and don't get carboned. That's the whole kit and caboodle. No hunt them down, so I'm not really worried about planetary and to hunt them down. If I basically abandon the base, I just have to leave one X-Wing behind. Um, we're really going to protect Luke here. So I'm putting him on sabotage, which I might not even play. Might not even play. He has both starting action cards, so he could capture with tractor beam if he attacked with tag. I'm just trying to be super careful because I want to. I'm playing with thin margins. If I mess up this turn and we get another turn, he can drop a lot of stuff into the base with Ozzel and Soontir. So just trying to make sure that it all goes according to plan. Nice. I think he should. I don't know what he should do. I don't love that play, but it's kind of like, what else is he going to do? Now, what he could do is if he didn't know Endors, he could Soontir an Endor. Then he could attack Bespin, leave a trooper alive, and retreat to Endor where the TIE fighters are. That could be interesting. He might be setting up to planetary on Bespin. Hmm. We're just going to set up to score decisive. So what do we need? He's done most of his damage. I think that should be enough. I think that should be enough. Maybe I should have put a U-wing in the base. What am I trying to protect from? Nothing. He can planetary all he wants. It's not the... Actually, he can't. I can't let him planetary all he wants. Because he has a full planetary force. Blew that. Uh, no holding back now. I don't need to save my space cards for anything else. And no, I blocked that. I would like to retreat here. Can't. I can't. That's fine. I'll try and leave ground alive. Okay. Okay, good. He got rid of target the generator, so that makes me think he doesn't have planetary. Interesting. Um, hmm, hmm. Do I ever leave anything alive and retreat? No, it's a little bit too risky for scoring the objective. All right, so a lot of things to balance, just playing with thin margins. All right, that's fine. So now, even if he does planetary and takes my ground, then I can still possibly get my last score with raid outposts. Oh my gosh, that's that's okay. Well, you start a YouTube channel and you start getting roles like that. They want me to they want me to excel. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do another base defenses. Just to make sure that I can protect my ground. Mm, yeah, that's good. Okay, so he wasn't entirely backbroken by, and now he's set up pretty well for the Ozzel. That's always the risk of attacking out like I did in Mustafar. I might not do that if I wasn't confident I could win this turn, but Hmm. Uprising, I guess. He could build a Star Destroyer this turn. Or a Death Star in indoor. He could build a Death Star, then proceeding as planned. Or that's Sturgerod's mission. Double our efforts. And then oversee project. How hilarious would that be? In order to Ozzel with it next turn. And it would be invincible because of Secure the Plans. And that'd be such a good play. Such a good play. But it looks like I'm just going to be able to edge this out here. I want to go somewhere where he doesn't have anything, just to save time. Oh, gee. Ah, yeah. Establish outpost, so I'll be able to score twice. Um, all right, so that's the game. Let me guys know your thoughts, whatever. I'm gonna debrief with Joke here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.